So today, Dawson and I are going to be moving the smoker out, and we're going to try to replace the there's a shelf that is expanded metal. It's catwalk material. Let me show you what we got, and I'll show you what we're going to try to change it to. So I'm going to see if I have a piece of cedar to replace this. Should be plenty wide enough. I made these cutting boards yesterday. I've got to finish those up to this morning. Get those out, and then cut some other pieces of cedar. Cut some other pieces of cedar, and we're going to finish debarking them and hopefully get them to fit the smoker. I'll just have to see, so measure it, and then I'm also going to build a table on the front of the smoker, just as a prep table. And I have some old pieces. I don't even know what kind of wood it is. I think it's cedar, but this stuff is, I got it out of an old log cabin that was falling down, and I was able to salvage this wood. So we're going to sand on that. That could be black walnut. I think it's cedar, but I can't tell. I have no idea. So we're going to move the smoker out so I can work on it. And I worked in the shop yesterday and about got choked out with all the sawdust. We're going to work outside today. It's a beautiful day. Overcast. Not bad for Christmas Eve 2021. Let's see. I love watching this kid work. Watch. He loves the tractor. Think he knows what he's doing? I tell you, he knows. He knows what he's doing. Shovels. Gotta watch the shovel. Just trying to get some work done. It has been proved to be a pain in the booty. Do I have any more wheels, sanding wheels? So, this is my third camera of the day. No, I put one in there. Maybe I put it back in the other. Third camera. Other two batteries died on me. Cheese ball snack time. So, I'm gonna try to make a one of these, probably. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see what I can But I'm going to try to replace this. I like this. I think it looks sharp. But nothing beats cedar. Ah, love it. And these are some of the cutting boards I made yesterday. And I'm going to finish those out here in just a minute with some beeswax. If I can ever get started on... I've been trying to work all morning and it has been some issues. Just plug in the cell phone, charge it up. God knows I'm going to need it. Okay, so put on my examination gloves. So I'm going to apply some of this beeswax with orange oil to these cutting boards, and I'm just going to pour some out. Try to. And then I'm just going to use the gloves. I'm going to take this shirt off first because I don't want my sleeves to get oily. A little goes a long way with this stuff. And I'm using my hand. It said use a cloth, but I just like to feel like I can smooth it in, rub it in better. So I've already used, and I don't know why I always start on the top. I usually start on the bottom, but look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? That is beautiful. So what I'm going to do, since I'm just going to do this. Make sure it's, I can just use what's on my hands and rub this in. I probably put enough out there for a couple of them. You know, like I said, a little goes a long way with this stuff. And I used some mineral oil first. I let it soak in overnight. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? Can you see that? I'm trying to let the sun shine on it. All right. That's enough on that side. God, it's hard to believe. So little amount will go so far. Go. Not too shabby. That's a beautiful one right there. All right. So what I'm doing, I'm setting that out on these bricks just to kind of soak up some sun and soak in the the oil. Yeah. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of 60 grit. Gotta make a mark. So I'm spritzing it with a little bit of water. Not too much, I'm not trying to soak it, but you can already see how the colors are going to come out in that. Man, that looks good. So I'll spritz it, a little bit of water, and I'll sand it again. Kind of controls the roughness of the fibers. Whenever you give this as a gift and they wash it, the fibers will stand up. And if you spritz it and then sand it, it kind of takes away those, makes it a lot smoother. Now I am only using 180 grit. I was going to get some heavier grit or lighter grit, like 220 or something, but this will work. H2O. Not H2O, lemonade. So this was the beeswax that I put on. I got this from Lowe's, $9. And then I have the mineral oil. I have the mineral oil also, and that I'll put that in the link in the description. Got that at Lowe's. Also, here's the brand I made. Brand my cutting boards or what have you. I bet that sucker. Oh, it's cool now. So while we're waiting, I know I need one that's at least 9 inches by 48 inches. Doing this, gotta have a good draw knife. I wish mine was flat, but I got a curved one. But it is what it is. It does work. I don't use it. I don't use the handles. So I'm gonna use the draw knife. I don't even know if you'll be able to see me or not. And it's the best production. Hey, buddy. I'm shaving this piece of wood. So, got her cut, and it's gonna fit on there. I think it's gonna fit pretty nicely. Let's check it out. So I got the old one removed. It's just got a few welds here. I'll have to clean up with the grinder. I'm just fitting this to the angle right now. I'll have to sand it down just a hair. Man, that's gonna look good. Wish it was about another inch or two wider. It'll have a gap if I move it all the way to the end, which is probably best. I'm not gonna grind. I will grind these down, and it'll probably fit just fine. You see those welds? One there, and there's one there, but I don't know if I can get to that one. That one, there's one. So, I got too many projects going today. Let's go check out the cutting boards. We're gonna do that board the same way. Oh yeah, looks like it's getting good and dry. Yep, these are ready to sand. So here in just a minute, I'll get this cleaned off, get that over here, sand that one, then I'll sand those for the final, and then I'm gonna put all the oil and stuff on them at the same time. Clean off the... So this is where I'm at. Oh God. Got it, burned the brand into here, carved Deadman springs. Now time to do some sanding. Got it sanded. I'm gonna apply a little bit of mineral oil to it now. I like using the gloves. It just, it feels like I can, I just feel like I can spread it around better. I'm in tune with the wood. I can feel imperfections and stuff like that. Boy, these end pieces sure require a lot. That's for sure. It sure soaks it into that wood. I don't know why that won't stay up. Now, here, I'll let you read it as a... Look at those colors, man. Isn't that just gorgeous? So I burnt the wood with my acetylene torch. Usually I put on a rosebud tip. And this time I just kind of did it with the regular cutting tip. Kind of made a rosebud out of it. Now to finish out the cutting boards that I did earlier. Two at once. This is the cutting board that I had that I was going to make for me that was really long. I decided to cut it down. Make it into two instead of having one that's super long. Isn't it just amazing how that oil just makes that color pop. Beautiful. This bottle does not want to stand up for me today. What a day. Well, this is what it looks like. And it's not finished. It's just up there drying. Still got to add the beeswax to it. Here's these other ones. They turned out beautiful. Oh yeah. Depending on how they dry, I may put the beeswax on here in a couple hours. Let it soak up and let that mineral oil soak up. But man, that sure looks good. Better than that. I mean, that is nice. I like that. I liked it. I liked it. But that, I mean, I built that. Let's just say.